أسعد الله أوقاتكم بكل خير، حياكم الله من جديد. اليوم بنكمل المهام الجانبية. اليوم المهمة حيث تبني الأمل. نروح نتحدث مع دانيال بليك. نروح عند دانيال بليك نتحدث معاه ونشوف ايش عنده من اليوم. هلو. طيب. وهنا اخونا في الله فوق. لسه
Hey, deputy.
وين طلق؟ انتم اثنين معي. سعاد عنده مشكلة. سبحان الله نفس المشكلة عندي.
Akila's really the heart of the Freestar Collective.
يا حبيبي انت وياه فين طلع؟
You should try Filbert's beer.
منين الطريق هذا؟
I'm proud to be helping the Freestar Rangers.
العفو.
Do not be surprised if your balance is off. It is not you. It is the gravity here.
يا دمي كيف نطلع فوق؟
Just let me drink in peace.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. من هنا انتبهت. نطلع فوق كمان زيادة. من هنا. وعندي ضايع والله. واللي معاي ضايعين ولا يفكرون يسافر. ناس. استغفر الله العلي العظيم. يا اخوي انت جالس تسوي هنا اخر الدنيا؟
What's the story on Montero Luna?
That call we got from Wagner Farm turned out to be a little more interesting than I was expecting. Some men were trying to run the Wagners off the land. They tried to buy it first, but when that didn't work, they turned to threats. We confronted them, and unfortunately, it came to violence. None of them survived.
You helped someone in need and came back alive. That's a job well done.
أقول هذا سيتم التمييز عنه.
I agree. Until we see the whole picture, we won't know if Miss Wagner is truly safe. What did you make of these men who were trying to take the farm? If that's true, then someone must have hired them. Now, did you find anything that might give us a lead on why these men wanted the farm?
ايه
All right. Says here the thief had help from someone inside Hope Tech. Ain't much to go on.
There's something else. They were dressed in Freestar militia uniforms. The unit badge was yellow on black with the number 1. Didn't you fight in the Colony War, Marshal? That sound familiar at all?
The 1st Cavalry. I was in that unit for a while. But it was disbanded decades ago. After the Battle of Nera. What was left of it, anyway. The 1st Cavalry lost almost all their mechs and soldiers in a big push to take a United Colonies base. They were just about there when a ceasefire order came down. Both sides had just lost too much by then. It was a bloodbath. The commanding officer of the 1st disobeyed the order. He didn't want the lives of his soldiers to be sacrificed for nothing. They court-martialed him, and the rest of the surviving officers, and locked them all up. Hell, it's our only lead. The Hope Tech factory is in Hope Town on Polvo. Nia Kalu's our ranger stationed out there. She can introduce you to Ron Hope, the president of Hope Tech. He might be able to help you find the thief. Just make sure you stay on his good side. He's on the Council of Governors, and they're the ones we answer to. The ruling body that oversees the Freestar Collective and the Rangers. The council members are the political and corporate elite of the Freestar Collective, so we have to tread lightly when we're dealing with them. Proud, stubborn, and smart. A self-made man. He built Hope Tech through blood, sweat, and sheer willpower. Normally, I'd praise that kind of dedication, but you need to maintain a sense of perspective here. Our authority and our power comes from the Council of Governors. Remember that. This is your assignment now, Deputy. Work with the other Rangers. Find out what you can about those men on Montera Luna. Meantime, I'll look into a possible connection with the 1st Cavalry. Good hunting.
اذهب لمدار بولفو. طبعا أنا عندي مشكلة صحية اللي هي هذه أضرار الرئة. عندي مشكلة في الرئة، جروح مفتوحة وتسمم، مثلا طعام الشراب أقل الفاعلية. لازم أتعالج منها. طيب المهمة الجاية أذهب لمدار بولفو. بس أنا بتعالج من هذا إن شاء الله في أحد يبيع هنا ويشتري منه.
Not everyone gets to say they work in the rock.
قطعة من هنا. شكلي غلط، المفروض اجي من الجهة الثانية صح؟ ولا في طريقة؟ لا في طريقة. في متجر نشتري منه.
The building there needs work, but it could make for a very good home.
Any paperwork we need to file to clear it out? Is it zoned for commercial use?
This isn't the UC. As long as you're approved.
Hey, I heard you had Dunlop's disease.
What? No, I don't have Dunlop's disease.
What's that? Your belly up.
Oh! Need a moment to walk that off?
الناس دول اللي ما كانش تفهم.
I mean no offense, but isn't it a bit small?
دول اللي ما كانش تشتري منه أسلحة
Welcome to
ولا
the
إسعافات.
Co-Heritage Museum. I offer a brief tour and I'm happy to discuss the city's history as well.
تراث، ما نبغى تراث، نبغى أسلحة، نبغى رصاص، نبغى إسعافات أولية. الرجال عنده مشكلة في القراءة.
In general, students love field trips.
Tired of the same old, same old? Let's add some pizzazz to your day.
أتوقع أن دام إننا وصلنا المتاجر هذه، فأتوقع أن حواليها ما راح أبتعد كثير.
Your next stop wouldn't be the Charybdis system, would it? You gotta report him.
ايش صار؟ هذا سجن. لا لا لا.
It's almost reassuring to see that corporate mediocrity has wormed its way into every corner of the civil systems.
You ask me? Traveling in Freestar collective space without a reliable sidearm is just asking for trouble. Outlaws, Ashta, those bandits. Don't make me regret this now.
أيوة. طيب دقيقة. أول حاجة نشوف أسلحتنا. كان يعرج علامة تعني. شو الأنصة؟ طيب كيف أعرف؟ طيب هذا الجروح. تمام صح. الحين عندي مشكلة في ايش؟ بأسرعها والتسمم. طيب خلينا نشوف الأسلحة. أول حاجة نشوف الأسلحة ايش الرصاص اللي استخدم. 7.5 مين 7.77 6.5 كذا حظيع أنا. طب خلينا ناخذ اشتري 7.5، 7.77، 6.5. طيب
If you're looking for a weapon, just so you know, keep it to self-defense.
هات. طيب قلنا 7.5 هذه. لا كنسل. 7.77 أو 2000. طيب أيوة أنا أجي الحين. طيب قلنا 6.5 كثير، ما هذه راح تكفي. هذه برضه أنا ما أدري، أنا جالس أشتري الآن كويس في واحد باقي. هذا كده تمام صح؟ كده كل الأسلحة فيها رصاص. اوكي تمام. طيب الحين الرصاص ولقينا، لكن باقي ايش؟ باقي اللي هي هذا البنك. هذا اللي ساعدتهم فيه ضد أمهم. طيب هنا ايش؟
Let's all just take a breath here. We all want to protect people from the Ashton. We're on the same side here.
The hell with that. This ain't the way things are done, and that's the end of it.
With due respect, I have repeatedly. I think I got them. What do you call them? Corns? Yeah, I got corns.
Problem?
لا أنا جيت مكان خطأ. طيب
If it weren't for the walls, the whole town would be an Ashta buffet.
اختصروا من الطريق. صنع غلط. معليش. والصحة عندي مدمورة ليه؟ والله ما بقي إلا حبتين. خلصت. كنتاكي. صرنا طبنيات نسكب برضو. طماطم ناضجة من الجانب الأرضي. وصلنا السفينة. شكل ما يحتاج الخوذ أو البدلة أو الأشياء هذه، بس أنا شفت الصحة عندي نازلة وقلت ممكن بسببها. شكلي نزلت بزيادة صح؟ استغفر الله العلي العظيم. ولا صح؟ كان في أشياء منها فايدة. ايوه. لا يا شيخ حرام عليك يا شيخ. سلامات سلامات سلامات. ايش فيك؟
Please tell me you're here to help, not to try and steal my ship.
لا لا لا. طيب. لا عطولها كلها.
You need my help. I'd laugh if it didn't hurt so much. I was tracking a crew of outlaws that's been preying on merchant ships. Bastards got the drop on me. I ran them off, but they got a few good hits in. As you can see, I ain't in much shape to make repairs. No chance. They took as much of a beating as I did, while outnumbering me 3-1, I'd like to point out.
شكرا ريحتنا. طيب شو نسوي؟
Repair my ship? Please.
أبشر.
I'll be fine once the pain medication kicks in. The priority right now is the ship. Can't do my job without it. Just patch her up enough to get to Hopetown. The rest can get fixed up there. You seriously trying to fleece me for credits? At a time like this? You've got a lot to learn about what it means to carry a badge, Deputy.
Perhaps now is not the time to be asking for credits.
Thanks. I owe you one.
Not the most exciting work I can think of.
والله ما كنت أقصد كذا، أعتذر والله. واحدة تحت. لازم نرجع مع السلم. أخذوا عني فكرة ما كويسة والله طلبي النقاط. أنا كان قصدي خلينا نمشي. أنا كان قصدي إنه تدلني على أشياء يعني عشان أصلح الطائرة السفينة قصدي، ما أقصد تعطيني فلوس ولا. هو كان في خيار أحتاج بعض الأموال. والله إنك قلق.
Yes? Is that it then?
Thanks. That should get me home. You're right. They were pretty beat up, so I don't think they got real far. But if they make it back to their hideout, I might never find them again. We can't let that happen. Light armaments, not too fast. Pilots are gifted amateurs, but still amateurs. You'll be outnumbered, but they'll be damaged, which should even things up for you. They look to be heading for Polvo's moon Miatha. Good hunting.
يلا. جبت العيد. كنت ابغى انقز. هذه ايش؟ انا ما بنان هذا المكان اللي راح ارسل. ليش تختفي؟ طب هذا مكان لي. ايوه انتقل له. تعال 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 تعال. وريك انت وياه عندك اثنين ترى. قمة النساء المتولين دمرنا أبوهم يا شيخ.
Welcome to Free Star Space. We're gonna do a quick scan for contraband, and you can be on your way. All right, that's it. Welcome to Hopetown.
أنا ما شفت المهمة الجاية، هل هذا المكان صحيح؟ بس شفت النقطة الزرقاء ورحت لها. أتوقع أن المكان صح. تحدث إلى نيا كالو. هي رجعت.
Smugglers always like to use Hopetech ships to resemble legitimate transports.
خلينا نشوف المهمات. تحدث إلى نيا كالو. مش
I wonder how the company feels about that.
نيا كالو يلا. شوف. وينك؟
I don't want to hear any complaints.
ما في ولا شكاوي.
Excuse me. A little desperate here.
A fair amount of business runs through Hopetown, and from what I understand, most of it is legal.
You made it. Those outlaws didn't give you too much trouble, I trust?
أبدا ولا أي جرح. خلينا نقول كيف تشعر.
I can walk, talk, and breathe without too much pain. That's good enough for me.
ماني محظوظ أنا الحمد لله أواجه مقاومة شرسة لكنني هزمتهم في النهاية. نعم.
I'm sure they didn't want to die any more than you did. It's a pointless and stupid waste of life, but they brought it on themselves. You've got good timing. A courier just came in from Aquila. The Marshal sends his regards along with a briefing on your case. I was surprised as hell to learn about the starship theft. Nobody said a word to me about it. Anyway, Mr. Hope can see us whenever you're ready. If you need to take a little time first, feel free. His office is upstairs. He's in a meeting, but it should be wrapping up. Come on.
I have never liked Hopetech ships. Though I suppose that is hardly the point of them.
Ron Hope isn't just the founder and president of Hopetech. He's on the Council of Governors. The Council oversees the Free Star Rangers. Don't rile him up. I've spent a long time trying to build a good relationship with Hope. He comes on a little strong,
لازم
but
بالكنترول.
there's a lot to admire about the man.
بالمواصل
Everything you
كيبورد
see
ما
around
عنده
him, he
خيار.
built. Pretty much everyone in this town owes him for their livelihood. Can't begin to imagine the kind of pressure that must put on someone. All I'm saying is, try to show a little respect. All the way up. Is it just me, or does every executive in the settled systems have an office on the top floor? I guess being above everyone makes them feel like they're, well, above everyone.
As for parts, we could try outsourcing. Do a contract with scavengers, maybe, but that's a decision that's got to be made upstairs.
Talk to Elaine about the scavengers. It's not a bad idea, provided we get a good deal. And I don't mean a fair deal. I mean a good deal. Remember, it's not just our bottom line that matters. We're also responsible for welfare. Everyone in the factory. We look out for our people here, Bridget. That's a point of great personal pride.
Excuse me, Mr. Hope?
Well now, the Free Star Rangers. At last. Dad, good to see you. I think we're done here, Bridget.
Yes, sir.
This is the deputy I told you about.
Splendid. Splendid! It's a noble calling, Free Star Ranger. We certainly could use more of you.
قلب يعني مرة يعني لازم نخش في النحرة.
Let's get down to it, shall we? Time is money. I'm sure I don't have to tell you what an outrage it is to have a ship stolen right out of the factory. Justice must be done, and the sooner the better.
علمه.
That's good news. I'll send my people over to bring it home. Of course, that doesn't mean your work is done. I want the thief found and prosecuted to the full extent of the law. I'm sure I don't need to remind you of my position on the Council of Governors. I'm glad we understand each other.
You certainly seem to have taken a liking to this man.
Now, tell me that you've at least got a lead of some kind. Well, I can't say I'm surprised. Sadly, there's no lack of mercenaries in the settled systems. I suppose the chance to cut costs by stealing a ship was too good to pass up. Well, I'm not sure I can be much help, but I'll answer whatever questions I can. No, nothing at all. It was just a standard Hope Tech cargo hauler. Not that it didn't have great value, mind you. Hope Tech builds some of the most durable and reliable starships in the settled systems. Now, you can bet my ships last twice as long as anything Stroud Eklund makes. Because I told them not to. If word got out, it would do irreparable harm to our image. I'm in fierce competition with other starship manufacturers. Any sign of weakness could be fatal. What's more, every starship thief in the settled systems would likely flock to Hopetown and start planning the next heist. What? Nonsense! We vet our people thoroughly here. Hopetech holds its employees to the very highest standards. Nevertheless, I suppose I could have Cosette conduct a thorough personnel review. Rest assured, if we turn up any evidence that one of our people was an accomplice, I'll let you know. We questioned everyone who was in the building when it happened, and not one person seems to have seen anything at all. Frankly, I think that's both highly unlikely and more than a little suspicious. However, I can't deny there are times when the hangar is empty, so it's not inconceivable the thief could have slipped in unseen. Very well. I need you to understand something, Deputy. This town is home to men, women, and children who depend on Hopetech for a living. I provide jobs that put food on their tables and a roof over their heads. It's a responsibility that I take very seriously. If word gets out about the stolen ship, my investors will lose trust, and my workers will pay the price. I can't allow that.
If more people know about the theft, your chances of learning something useful will improve. Someone might have seen the thief and could identify them.
I considered that, but in the end, I deemed it too great a risk. I've chosen to place my faith in the Freestar Rangers instead. I hope so.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Mr. Hope. There's been a development.
Not now, Cosette. I'm in the middle of something.
But sir, we have new information. I've just received a report that the stolen ship was seen landing at Neon just after the theft.
A breakthrough at last. Well, Deputy, it sounds like you'll be heading to Neon, which means I can get back to work. Remember what we discussed. My people are depending on you.
Hey, can I get a word? That wasn't as helpful as it could have been. Still, at least you know where to pick up the trail. Not completely. You've still got a lead worth following. So, guess you're headed for Neon. There's a ranger stationed there. Name's Jalen Price. He's a little different than the rest of us. But Neon's a different kind of place. He's what I'd call a pragmatist. He sees things for what they are. He's also well connected, which means a lot on Neon. You should listen to what he tells you. It'll keep you out of trouble. Well, we could talk for an hour about that. The short version would be that crime, law, and justice don't exactly mean the same things there. The badge doesn't carry the same weight on Neon, so you might have to get creative. He should be able to help you out. Well, we've both got work to do. It was good to meet you, Deputy. Thanks again for helping me out up there. Yeah, the question of who helped the starship thief is still an open one. Don't you worry. I'll keep an ear to the ground. You be careful in Neon.
وخلصت المهمة بنجاح.